Hi everyone, I'm sorry, I apologize. Something happened with my recording. Uh, I've listed in my PowerPoint different court dates and how they've all played out since this happened in 2012. The court hearing started in 2014. Now, the families were told that their case was dismissed based on the PLCAA saying that Remington could not be sued for their criminal misuse of their weapon. But as the time has went on, Remington in 2019 asked the U.S. Supreme Court to hear their case and decide if they should be held accountable. In March 2020, the Connecticut judge denied the request to access Sandy Hook shooter's psychological and medical records. So when this does go to court and Remington gets to tell their side and see if they should be held liable, then there will not be access to the psychological records, and I think that might hinder some. And the case is set to be heard in September 2021. Now, I know the families have been told that they can sue, so I'm anxious to see the outcome. My final thoughts on this is that this was a terrible tragedy that no one should ever have to go through. I do not feel Remington should be held liable. I feel that the laws were fouled. His mother purchased all the weapons she owned legally. Basically, Adam Lanza was a troubled man, and this dated back to when he was a small child. The neglect lies in those around him who didn't take the steps, even when warned, to ensure that he was receiving the treatment he needed. There were red flags everywhere for a very long time. To say Remington targeted troubled people like Lanza is a little far-fetched. Their advertisements are seen by many. Just because one sick man used one of their guns to commit the crime does not make them liable. I believe he was targeted, but not by Remington. I believe he was targeted by those in his cyber communities and games. The advertisements by many a gun manufacturer use military-style ads to sell their weapons. Just because his mom purchased a Remington and not a Ruger or a Colt does not justify a lawsuit. Advertisement, to me, advertising, when you try to sell something, people don't always use what's being sold to try to sell what's being sold. So I don't think that it justifies a lawsuit. The families want the courts to order Remington to disclose marketing strategies, but the courts don't want to disclose documents of proving Lanza's mental state and issues, and I don't think that's fair or right. I feel this is because it would surely hurt their case if they did release his mental state and issues. This case is clearly picking apart our Constitution and applying only what will benefit the families, our Second Amendment right in particular. I'm anxious to see what happens in 2021 when the family gets its day. I hope our justice system sees through this constitutional attack and protects our rights as citizens. Thank you.